Hello and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Colin,
Hi.
what happened last time?
We fought a fire giant, and we goofed him up real bad, and then and then he goofed us in return. It was a big fight. Ari went down, Ari got up, Pog went down, and then Shade finished him off. And so we are all in various states of disrepair at the conclusion of that fight. And we saved all but one of the surviving farmers. So overall, substantial victory. And that's where we are. Some of us still on the ground.
Yeah, so you are currently sitting on the edge of a pool. There are 4 farmers that have kind of dragged themselves back up onto the ridge and are just sitting stunned, breathing hard, and you all are tending to your wounds.
Ari kind of looks at the farmers and waves them over.
They get up and stagger towards you, leaning on their shovels.
Not to be gratuitous, but Pog's just going to finish spitting the blood that he's been doing since he first rolled back up, and then just sit and maybe start, while y'all are talking, start rummaging through the fire giant.
How long has he been out here?
About 4 days.
What was he after?
Came in, killed the overseers, and set us to digging. I don't know what he wanted. He mostly spoke in giant, and I only speak a little. He just insisted that we keep digging. He had us digging over there. He points beyond down the path beyond the huts for the first day or two, and then brought us over here to dig. Something about Fernia.
Interesting.
While Ari is talking to the farmers, Shade's gonna assess and cast Cure Wounds on the worst looking ones.
Okay. You get the impression that hit points is not so much the problem as, mechanically speaking, these guys have a dangerous number of levels of exhaustion.
She's not great at medicine.
Sure. No, I understand. It doesn't it's not like it doesn't help. But their core problem is they've been worked nearly to death.
In my inventory, I still have a vial of sleeping if we need to help these guys catch a nap at some point.
I don't know that they will need help.
Well, probably be best if we got y'all back to the city. We were sent out here by Stormlord last night to see what was going on, but it seems like you all could use some rest and relaxation before anything else.
Yes. There's food in one of the huts, and they walk past the burning hut that the fire giant set on fire, and over to one of the others and go inside and come back out with some rations, essentially prepackaged foods, and a loaf of bread and that kind of thing. And all of it looks kind of old, but they start eating slowly.
Great. I'm starving. Not for me.
Leaned against the wall, and they don't look like moving in the near term.
Once they walk away, Ari goes to help Pog in assessing what this guy's got on him, but I'm assuming Pog got a decent head start. So,
All right, Pog, you said you were rummaging in the fire giant. So he's got a rib cage and below.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah. No. So obviously this giant is carrying an enormous sword and a big axe. The sword was, long sword size for him. You can just barely wield it. You're real strong, and so you can wield a sword that is much too large for you, and boy, would it hit things hard. It's clearly got, you saw him do magic with it, and so it's clearly got some sort of magical potential to it, but you're not really equipped to identify that. The axe has a similar dragon shard set into it, like the sword does, that pulses with a faint fiery light. He's wearing a huge set of half plate armor that's engraved with giant runes all around it. And on his belt, he has it's like messenger bag sized, but it's like a simple little belt pouch for him. Yeah. That's really beautifully worked leather. And inside that, there's some coins, all of which are large, like they're the size of dishes.
Oh, wow.
Because,
Wow.
how would a giant easily spend human-sized coins?
That's fair. I just never
it's
imagined
like glitter
it.
to them.
It's still the same weight though, so they're paper thin. They're just
Yeah, it just bends under its own weight. So there's a bunch of those. It's hard to assess what their value would be in human terms. They're made of precious metals, though. In addition to that, in the bag, you find a what is definitely just a bundled up human-sized tent, as well as a very past its expiration date wheel of cheese.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
A whole wheel.
Yep. And a bronze gong.
Okay.
Is there a wagon on this here farm,
yep.
Philip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There is.
That's
Ari
where
goes to
Pog
fetch
is
the
loading the axe and the sword when Ari is done with his conversation.
Undress this man. Pull that armor off. I bet Hular can have a field day with it.
That's what I was thinking. We'll take it all.
That is going to be a project.
That's a great idea.
Like, you are going to essentially have to disassemble the armor suit one piece at a time.
I thought you were going to say the giant.
I did too. I was here for it.
And then there's a lot of work to move the giant at all, because of course he's laying on his face, and so part of his armor is pressed under him. So it's kind of gruesome work, but with probably a couple of hours, so it's well and truly dark.
Oh, we'll let them take their nap.
The farmers need
You
a long
managed
rest,
to get
yeah.
the giant's armor off.
I thought Casey was about to say the farmers can help. Chop chop, fellas. Let's go.
You fill 2 whole carts with pieces of the giant's armor, and weapons, and you're uncertain about the load capacity on these things.
Gonna try it.
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once we're done, kind of nudge the farmers to see if they're up
They
for
caught a nap.
heading back. Yeah.
I mean, they'll move if you call them to, but they are still very weak.
We're gonna
They had
go.
a short rest.
We're gonna return back to town.
Do y'all figure it's safe for you to sleep out here, or?
No, we
right.
don't want to.
Yeah. Probably best to head back then.
We won't be going very fast. We're taking all this.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we just let them rest and then we will protect them until the morning?
Keep watch until morning. Yeah,
I
we can do that.
Pog chews a little bit of the leftover bad, almost death taste out of his mouth and goes, I mean, I could sleep. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I'll take first and second watch.
You can just take first watch. You don't need to double up. There's 3 of us. We can divvy it up.
With no participation in the conversation, Pog puts the messenger bag down and lays on it.
I didn't pass out, and both of you did. So the more rest y'all can get, I think the better.
Okay.
And I have Cal.
That's fair. So yeah, I'll wake me up for third watch. I'll let Pog sleep through the night.
Okay. Shade, make a perception check.
I almost hit long rest and then realized
To see if you notice that the giant stands up naked and mad.
I'm gonna push that natural one that I just rolled.
Oof. Shade falls asleep.
I mean, he was wearing clothes under his armor. Did you take his clothes off?
Yes. As of
Never
now,
seen a
yes.
giant naked before. What?
Yeah.
Felt like
I have questions and curiosities. Okay.
Well, they are answered.
His beard was the size of me. I'm curious.
Paint me a word picture, Philip.
I will not. I will leave your imaginations to do that. What'd you roll, Shade?
They're a working.
19.
So the night closes in.
Does Cal also get perception?
Sure. Or Cal can help you and roll, and you can roll with advantage.
Well, I already rolled, but in hindsight, I wish I would have chosen.
Yarf.
Cal's really super tired. He got hit really hard, okay?
Pog has the same perception and he's asleep.
So Cal settles down, rolls over, lays his head in your lap, and just begins snoring. The night closes in, dark, and after a while, you see little, almost look like sparks just sort of dancing across the pools of water, reflected in the shallow water there, drifting back and forth across the water. And you rolled a 19.
I did.
One of them comes close enough, and you see it. As it comes closer, it looks like a glowing dragonfly. But as it gets close and passes by, you kind of do a double take, because it looked like a dragonfly, but almost more dragon than fly. Like, it definitely had the little diaphanous dragonfly wings, but its body was kind of serpenty and flexing, and the little sparks were little puffs of flame coming from its mouth, and then it's away.
How cute.
And they just zoom back and forth.
I want one.
I know. Cute and terrifying?
Just wait till you cast enlarge on it.
Who? Until who does that? Pug will slap them before the spell gets out. That's a bad call. No.
Do they seem to be coming from anywhere in particular?
Roll another perception check as you continue to watch them as you go into the second watch of the night.
Much better. 25.
So watching them kind of blink in and out like fireflies, one of them comes close again, and you see that it isn't actually that like they're lighting up and then going dim. It's flying along, and then it just sort of disappears, and then a few feet on reappears. And it reminds you a lot of Cal's trick of face stepping.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not like lighting things on fire as they land and flit around.
Nope.
Awesome. Okay. Just wondering how terrified Shade's supposed to be in this moment.
But other than that, the watches pass quietly.
Question, Philip.
Mm-hmm.
Does speak with animals extend to insects?
It does.
Awesome.
They're beasts.
I would love to chat with this.
Oh, this is adorable. I hope.
They all attack.
Die! It speaks! And they just charge you. With
The voice
minorly
Philip uses for
irritating.
this will tell us a lot.
That's so true. Never mind. I didn't want to say anything. JK. Enjoy your night.
Thora!
I made a mistake.
Pog's definitely got the communicator like under his head, like you do a cell phone when you're waiting for a call.
All right. I cast Speak with Animals. Yeah. And just say, hello?
One of them just pivots real hard in the air, like spins around, but continues to sort of hover and spins a little ways off before it gets control of itself, and then and just hovers in front of your face. And there's a very dragon-like little face in front of you. It sort of pivots to the side, and you hear, "Do you speak? Speaks?"
I do. You are now speaking too.
Was always speaking. You were just making noise.
I did not understand you, but now I do. I have a little magic that allows me to do that sometimes. You seem to have a lot of magic.
Don't know about that. just am what I am.
What would that be? I have not seen anything like you before.
Dragonfly.
That makes sense. I should have figured that one out. Where did you come from? Do you know?
Here and not here. There is
what I really want to
other side of here.
Did you come from a fire plane and then you came to this plane is really what I want to know. And is there like a place nearby that you like got in and out?
There is other sides of this place. There is fire side of this place. And there is other place. Fire, but not just fire in that place. Like this place, but not this place.
Yeah, that's not really super helpful. But
it blinks out of existence.
Oh.
And then it reappears in front of you again.
Did you go to the fireside and come back?
Fireside this time, just fire. Yes.
And that's how you get back and forth, is that blinky thing that you just did.
Yes.
Awesome. That's a cool trick. That's neat.
Thank you.
Well, I feel like I should have more questions for you, but I don't. Unless you know that big dead giant over there.
No, don't know. Saw.
So then you don't know like what lord he was talking about.
Don't know. Could open doors between this place and fireplace.
Yeah, did you see
servants?
him poof up those fire things?
No, but saw them leave other place.
Okay. Cool. I don't thank you.
You are welcome. What place are you from?
Which time?
Understand that. Sometimes this place, sometimes fireplace, sometimes other fireplace.
Yeah, I don't come from a fireplace though. That's not one of my places. That would. Yeah, no, that's pretty dangerous. To me, not to you, obviously. But sometimes forests, sometimes here, sometimes the Fey place.
Understand.
Good. This is like one of my most successful conversations.
Congratulations on success.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to go on now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have fun.
Yes.
Nobody saw that. It's really cool though. Even Cal missed it.
It's true.
Oh, Cal chasing dragonflies would have been adorable. We all missed out now.
If only
Your
I had
watches
rolled a
pass.
higher perception.
Until it is the time that you agreed to wake Ari. Do you wake Ari?
That is a great question. No.
Okay. So you let the rest of the night go by. Shade, make another perception check. Or the third watch.
$23.
So you're sitting there scratching Cal. And as your hands work down through his fur and down, you notice there's a strange feeling in his fur. Like something that feels different about his fur where you are scratching right now.
Do I see anything there?
Yeah, when you look closer, you notice that about his shoulders, there are little tufts of feathers.
That's cool.
And
I will
before
ask
too
him
long,
about them when he wakes up.
the dragonflies disappear, and the sun starts to rise. The sky gets gray and then pink, and then the sun comes up. Ari and Pog, you wake up. The sun's up.
Hey, long rested.
Shade, you have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Shade.
Yes.
I wanted to take third watch.
Right, but I saw dragonflies, and then I spoke to one of the dragonflies, and then Cal, I think, has baby wings. Cal, do you know that you have
What?
this? And then I point out.
Cal looks up at you and tries to get his head around. There are definitely, they don't really project from his shoulders hardly at all, but there are definitely two little feathery patches along just behind, along his the upper part of his flanks, just on his shoulders and back.
Hey, Cal.
That's awesome, buddy.
Your body's changing too. That's cool.
The farmers are also waking up.
How are we feeling today, gang? Ari says to the
I
farmers.
think we could make it back to the city.
Great. All right. Well, unless there's anything else we want to do here, no time like the present. We should have told Thora we were staying out. Hey, Thora.
It is dawn.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, we crashed out in the jungle, and I realized we didn't tell you that we were safe and okay. So we're safe and okay. Go back to sleep.
We slept. We didn't actually crash.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I don't think I would say crash to tell her that
Well,
we're okay.
Don't wake her and scare her. That's
I understood
Oh.
Thank you,
the
Thora.
colloquialism.
Go back to sleep.
The what did she say?
When you say one word, it means something else. But it, like, a lot of people do it. Like, saying that you crashed somewhere means you fell asleep somewhere. Typically, that you didn't.
I just didn't want us to have her get scared as he's like
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
over to double check everything's secured on the wagon. Still caught up
I
on.
thought saying one thing and meaning something else was sarcasm, but that wasn't what you
The
said.
context, a colloquialism is when a lot of people collectively use one word to mean something else that isn't like cutting. I'm trying to think of a
Shade, I don't know if any words actually mean other words,
like-
if I'm honest.
like you know how sometimes people will say they shoveled food into their mouth when they ate really quickly. They don't actually use a
I
shovel.
think I've heard
No,
it.
you
do
use a
it.
spoon that's like a little shovel.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's shoveling. So you just had
Just
a little
like when you-
crash?
Like when you fall asleep somewhere you don't intend to, you crash. Like when you fall asleep somewhere that you wouldn't normally sleep at.
That
Like a
never
little
mind.
crash.
I don't. This one, and he turns to Shade.
And the farmers are just staring at us.
Not all of the explanations seem worth it, if I'm honest. I think I'm just okay with this one.
All right. How heavy are these wagons? Are we going to be able to move these things?
You can. It's going to be hard and slow. But yes, you can move the wagons.
All right.
Then we do.
Okay.
Go team.
So you begin to heave on the wagons. It took you about 2 hours to walk out here. It takes you about 5 going back.
Okay.
So you leave about dawn, a little after dawn, and it's getting close to noon by the time that
Okay.
you see the entrance to the city. As you come trundling through with 2 cartloads full of the panoply of a giant and a string of straggling glassite farmers.
Pog's still covered in blood while not currently bleeding. He has a gash through his shirt.
Casey, you said something earlier, and I want to know whether you meant it. I'm just going to ask and allow you to be retroactive about it. Did you actually intend to take Jeffrey back with you? Or was that a joke?
Valid question.
Right. When I said it, I intended to take Jeffrey back with us. I guess we had time. Can I?
Ari and Pog shoving
Make a
these 2
survival
wagons and Shade carrying a potted plant.
With a level of exhaustion, so she's slower than we are.
Make a survival check, Shade.
Okay.
For Jeffrey.
Well, that was a natural 1, and I don't.
Did
I don't want that.
Did you mow Jeffrey down while trying to get him
So-
out of the ground?
I'm gonna spend
Jeffrey's
a lot of hit
firewood.
points to push for the 3rd time. For Jeffrey, and roll survival.
For
again.
Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey! Oh my God! Everything's
can't
the
see these
worst.
I rolled re-rolled for a 2. My 1 is now a 2.
Mm-hmm.
For survival?
It's a 9 total. You know,
Mm-hmm.
DC 5 is something easy. I feel like I
You,
could
Una mas.
dig
okay.
up a plant.
Una mas.
Well, that's not what this check is for. What did it?
That's
A second one. That is the second one.
You
I've
have
spent
my
so
stealth.
many hit points.
Well, are we sticking or are we staying or hit?
Shade passes out on the walk. We don't
You
know
find her
why.
over,
She's just
over
like
by a plant.
elbows
just-
bent up, holding a plant.
Not to sound cold, there will be other Jeffreys.
Will there?
You don't
Will
know
there?
that.
How can I help, Casey? How can Pog help with this?
You
Can
can
I-
actually use the help action, and she can roll with advantage.
Yes, yeah. I'm carrying the
I realize
bag, the
this isn't
messenger bag.
helping.
If it helps to have him in my bag, I'll give advantage there.
So what's happening here is, Pog, you see, as you guys are getting ready to go, you look over and you see Shade, and she's standing by the side of the road, and she's looking from one Kuryeva plant to another, with an increasingly worried look on her face as she tries to remember which one was Jeffrey.
Which one was
Can you narrow it down to 3 and we can take those? Because
You don't remember either?
I'll pull out the gong and say we could dig him up with this.
There are actual shovels.
There were so many shovels.
Shade, you can roll with advantage with Pog's help.
Can
trying
I?
to
go.
find
Is that
Jeffrey.
helping?
I don't think the gong is helping.
Is it
but
hurting?
Pog can help you look.
Is it hurting? Pog saw what direction he was talking from.
Mechanically, Colin's doing the help action. Just don't pay attention to the words coming out of his mouth.
Casey!
What,
Take my help!
She got
what do we?
an 11
4.
total now.
An 11.
Yeah, 4 gets
Just-
me up to 11. I have
Are you
7.
sticking?
It shouldn't be that hard to pass this. No, I'm gonna absolutely.
Ari is
carry
just
Shade.
standing by the cart, watching this, going, "These are the 2 people I've decided to spend my
To love.
Life
This
with.
is who you love.
These are my people."
I still get the advantage, right? At this point,
Mathematically. There it is. There it is.
What'd you get?
26.
There it is.
Okay. You have a Kuryeva plant. You're pretty sure it's Jeffrey.
You hear Jeffrey say, I didn't want to leave. What are you doing?
Just real quick, just for my own benefit, Casey, can you let me know? Do you have the resources to cast Speak with Plant again? Like, could you have just asked which one of you is Jeffrey? I just need to know.
I love
No.
our 3rd episode tonight.
So yes,
Because
as
I
you all
didn't take
come-
a long rest, I cannot.
Right. As you all come through the gates, Ari and Pog are laboriously pushing wagons,
Shade is
and
so much
Shade is
stronger than Ari
carrying
too.
the like the tankard that the giant had on his belt, full of dirt and water, with a little Kuryeva plant sticking out of it. And I assume we're heading to the distillery.
Dropping the carts off at
Yeah,
Black Iron
the
if that's
Black
on
Iron
the way,
first.
But
Yeah.
Okay. So you arrive in the marketplace and realize the just absolute impossibility that you're going to push these carts across the rubble-strewn wreckage of the marketplace.
Shade, would you go tell Hular and Solarka and we have the carts are here?
Yeah, can I leave Jeffrey here? Will you watch him?
yeah, we got
I
Jeffrey.
think that's probably better,
Yeah.
actually, if you did that. Yep. Hi, maybe Jeffrey. Do you need some water, maybe, Jeffrey?
Are the farmers still with us, or did they go home?
Their intention is to go onto the distillery.
Okay.
And, report their alive status.
Yeah.
And then go home. Shade,
Cal
you
and
run
I
over.
run off to.
Yeah. You can easily find Black Iron, Hular, and his sons, and Solarka are there. And look up. And Hular is standing out, having just concluded some business. Turns. Hello, Shade.
Hi. We fought a fire giant, and then we took his armor and we put it on some
What?
wagons for you.
You fought.
A fire giant
Where?
at the farms, right on the
There
west
was
side
a
of town.
fire giant.
Yes.
That is very bad.
It was.
You killed a fire giant.
We did.
And you have his armor?
Yeah, we took his armor and we thought you could just make super awesome stuff with it. It's great armor.
Wow. Okay. And he turns and calls to the boys in giants, and he and 3 of his sons come trotting across the marketplace towards you all.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Mr. Hular.
Ari.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Fog.
I thought after our fight with the fire giant that you might have use for all of this good magic stuff.
Hular walks along the carts, leans over. He picks up one of the pauldrons of the giant in his big hands and looks. You know, this is 1,000 years or more old.
Whoa. We did not know that.
No.
I can't pay you what this is worth. Anywhere near.
No, we didn't want to sell it to you.
Yeah, sure.
You could maybe help us with some of it if you have leftovers to help us with it, but you're Mr.
You know
Hular.
what you could sell it for? Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Shane, you still have money, right?
I do.
Or you still have money?
I'm great.
We don't need to sell it.
What you could do in exchange for us, Hular, and Ari reaches for the coin purse thing with the dinner plate. If you could just reforge these into
that's what Pog's wearing.
Usable size for us, that'd be super. We don't even really know how much is in there.
Yes, I can do that, but
Cool.
to the right person, these coins would be worth more than the value of the metal in them.
Do you know those right
who's
persons?
The right person. Jinx, pinch poke, owe me a beer.
That did not rhyme. Any collector or museum.
Well, the nest is destroyed, so
And they didn't love us being there, so
I don't think we're
Is
invited.
Finkel still
back.
alive though? Finkel's still
Yeah,
alive.
you guys
We ran
rescued
into
Finkel.
yeah, we saved him. Finkel's
You
alive.
saw him at the school. He and Arlo were having drinks together.
Right. All right. Well, Hular, in terms of the armor, is there any kind of like the coins are one thing, but could you repurpose the armor? It's obviously too big for any of us to wear or anything, but like
I
you
can
do anything
somewhat.
with
There is limitation to what I can do without breaking the runes on it. But yes, I can work with it.
Is the material the armor is made out of worth a lot just on its own? Like
Yes.
like as you're resizing it? I mean, I'm more than happy, not to speak for the group if there's any dissension, if you could just figure out what you make something cool for us and you can keep all the leftovers to do with what you will. Like
I was speaking for the group when I started to say that. So yes, that.
Right. And you don't want the weapons?
Well, and he'll point to the dragon shard on the axe and say, I don't know how this does what it did do. But I would like to find out if I can do that with it. So like not to destroy this one, but see if maybe we could with this somehow, and pull out the axe from Solarka.
I can look at it and try to understand how it works.
And I can't lift them, so I can't do anything with them.
I got these things,
Yes.
I forgot I'm not invisible.
Well, yeah, Hullard, all that sounds fine to me. So, yeah.
All right.
Pog is going to hold his hand out, not in a fist, but in an open hand to see if he can get a handshake from Hular.
Yeah, I mean, Hular is...
Ari playfully grabs
takes
Shade's
hand,
forearm
shakes
in
it.
like a moment of like suspension tension of like, is it finally going to happen?
He turns towards one of his sons and says, "Look at that ogre we hired part-time." And he runs off while two of Hular's sons start unloading the weapons and start hauling them back. You see Hular's other son come back running with an ogre coming along behind him. And the ogre goes, "You need me, Mr. Hular?" He says, "Yes, Garn, get this cart here." And the ogre leans over, puts his hands under the cart, lifts it, turns around, and starts walking off
Good
with
for
it
you,
towards
Garn.
Black Iron.
Seems like a helpful fella.
Yes, he is looking for a, I don't know, change of employment.
Seeing the ogre Hular, do you have any like knowledge of the Titans at all? We've just been seeing around the city an awful lot.
Yes.
You know who Red is, their new leader?
Don't know exactly. Some girl. And I don't mean like a young female, a young woman.
It's not a giant or an ogre?
No, apparently not.
That's very weird. Okay. Do you know where we could get in touch with her?
You'd have to talk to them.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay. Appreciate it, Hular. We'll come check in.
All right.
Cool. Thanks. And then as soon as Hular turns to walk away, Ari turns to Pog. You got a handshake.
I got a handshake. I got a handshake.
You know what that calls for? A fist bump.
Oh.
That was
And all you
good
had to do was kill a
thinking.
fire giant.
That's it. It was so much harder than I ever expected it to be. Why couldn't he just like me? I don't know why that made me more nervous, but we should probably go and talk.
Oh, hi, farmers. Yeah, we should go. Yeah, to the distillery.
Okay.
and Jeffrey.
Hular asked no questions about you and a shrub. It was quite a night.
And Pog just has
all
the
cover
giant
the
coin
distance.
purse hanging off his belt. Yeah, just
Wearing
clanking the whole way.
You all cover the distance to Molu's distillery, and inside you see Nalene once again, and she sees you all and walks over. "I take it something was wrong at the farm," she says, just looking at you all.
Yeah, there's a fire giant that had taken over the farm and was forcing.
Oh my
Your
god!
farmers-
And she moves past you towards the farmers who have come in behind you, and walks over and reaches up, puts her hands on one of their shoulders, and speaks for a moment, and then turns and gestures, and some staff come over and begin attending to them and leading them off to another place. And she turns around and says, "Wait, did you say there was a fire giant?"
You take
Yeah.
very good care of your people.
Yeah,
And a very long time to listen.
Yeah, fire giant came and killed the overseers, took over the farm, and forced them to dig for days.
For what?
Something about Fernia trying to. I mean, yeah. You all said that you don't build on like near volcanoes. Do you build in like areas where Fernia is little bit closer than it should be, and that's how you get the soil where it needs to be?
Oh, it grows much better in manifest zones, and my grandfather Volin discovered that the particulars of the manifest zone, if you find the right kind of soil, and there's some thermal springs there, if you find the right kind of soil, the particular manifest zone affects the final taste of the plant and the drink. And that farm is a very particular one. There's a pair of manifest zones that overlap at certain times of year, and it gives it just a very unique flavor and some very strange intoxicating effects that my grandfather thought was very interesting. And so, yeah, it's the right time of year for both of them.
What's the other manifest zone?
Silanus.
Interesting. All right.
So, do you have any thermal spring water here at your distillery?
Wait, why? That's one of our plants?
Yes, his name is Jeffrey. And given what you just described, I may have not the right things that he needs or would prefer. And now I feel bad for taking him.
So your plant may have kind of come to life and can't just necessarily only be a plant now. So we rescued him and your farmers.
Yep.
You're a very peculiar lot.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We do grow on you, though.
Some people.
But not in the same way that Jeffrey grows.
Oh, I should have clarified. Yes, we aren't plant people.
That's a colloquialism, Pog. That's what we were talking about earlier.
What? When?
Yeah.
You can have the plant. That's all right, I suppose.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
All right. I owe you money. Wait here. And she turns and goes over to a desk and unlocks a drawer on it. And see her counting out some coins, and she comes back with a small pouch and hands it to Ari.
Thank you.
Right.
Appreciate it. And if you or your father or your family need anything else, feel free to let us know. We're at the floating island. I'm more than happy to help. Whatever you need.
Sure.
All right. Well, unless there's anything else, we'll be heading on home.
I don't think so. So good luck.
My brain thought she was like responding to me saying we were headed home, and I was like, "What's happening?"
I don't think so.
Or so remain here.
I've been locked in the closet before.
Handcuffs appear on
Jeffrey
us.
back.
Jeffrey wraps us all up and entangle.
All right.
Yeah. So you are all able to leave.
Head back to the school. Can't imagine Steeljack already had the meeting, so probably give it at least another day. So
all right. So you head back to the school. Cadric is waiting at the foot of the stairs.
It's early.
Sort of.
Oh no, it's not. Hey, Cadric, what's up, buddy?
I did it.
You did it?
Sorry. Not here.
Why?
There's too many ears.
All right. Want to go talk in the school? Oh no,
And he
you have a meeting
darts
place.
around and into a doorway on the bottom of your stairs.
All right. Pog makes eye contact with Ari and goes, "He's a peculiar lot."
Inside this room that Cadric darts into, the walls are just covered in roots from the trees that like reached down from the island.
Yeah.
And Cadric sort of leans back against one of them. And it's at this point that you notice when you come in, like Cadric has darted in ahead of you. When you come in, Cadric has arranged a cloak that he has wrapped around. He's got the hood up, and he's just sort of leaned against the corner.
Is this your hideout? We're safe to talk here, right?
But we're safe to talk here.
So
Great.
So
nobody
really
listening
cool
here.
All right.
Very cool
Are you
hideout.
alone?
As far as you know.
All right.
So I've been
Oh, go ahead.
I
watching
understood the dragonfly much more.
and sneaking
What?
and hiding, counting.
Yeah.
So they're always in patrols of 3.
Okay.
And there are 7 patrols in Cross right now.
Okay.
One of them's led by a guy named Kalf.
Calf. Okay.
I thought that was a funny
Interesting.
name.
That is a funny name. You astute observation. All right. And how many patrols are going at one time? There's 7 total patrols, but surely they're not all going simultaneously.
Yeah, that's what I mean. At any one time, there's 7 patrols in Cross.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
So that's 21 Swords of Karn.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Hog
Good
turns
job
to
on the
Ari.
maths.
Is that right?
Yep. He nailed it. And so did you,
Good.
buddy.
Good job. Good job.
When do they change out patrols?
They change out at noon, and then when the sun goes down. And after that, I had to go to bed.
That's fair.
But there were different people when I got out in the morning. So sometime at night.
All right. Good work. I appreciate the effort there. Anything else to report?
No.
Yeah, Ari
Shade.
can't make insight checks,
Shade.
y'all.
Shade. Here, I'll hold the bush. Will you give him the eye?
Why do you have a bush in a cup?
His name is Jeffrey.
No comment on how big the cup is?
Well, it's gotta fit a bush, so I just figured you got one big enough.
17 insight.
Cadric is desperate to tell you something.
He's not done.
Oh, you're not done? What else you
Oh,
got?
you're not
Ted?
done. Okay.
I'm totally done. I just want to know about Jeffrey.
Cadric.
We'll
That's a
tell you
funny
about
name,
Jeffrey.
too.
No,
lying to us?
I looked at you and I know that you know something else.
Hey, why's Cal got feathers?
No.
Hey, why are you trying to change the subject?
Like in a different place. He always kind of had feathers on his tail and a little bit at his neck, but now there's more of them.
I know. Isn't
Do-
that cool?
Shade,
really
stop.
is.
No, Shade. Don't. He's distracting
What's
us.
happening? Is
He's
he getting
being-
more feathers?
He's being nice
Is
to
he going to
make
be
you think
covered in
I
differently.
all
think he
feathers?
is.
Don't Shade.
I hope so.
Pog holds the bush out in front of Shade to give it back to her again and break her eye line with Cadric. He's distracting you with nice.
You don't think the other thing he wanted to talk about was Cal?
I know it wasn't. He didn't see Cal until he needed to see something else to talk about.
What?
Well, that's mean. It's my favorite thing to talk about.
Guys, hey,
Cal's awesome.
I don't
I
personally
know.
want to do we don't need to give quests to people that aren't willing to.
You're
give us
right.
The full picture.
We have a lot of people trying to work with the strike force.
But in the future, we might
take care.
Why? Wait, why?
Shade, we're
why?
Gonna go ahead and go.
Wait. Why?
Well, it just seems like there's more that you could be telling us. And
we don't keep secrets.
I don't know anything else about the Swords of Karn.
Yeah, see, there you go. There's something else that you want to say, but you won't.
And that's total. You are allowed to keep secrets.
Not about the Swords of Karn.
We operate on trust, Cadric. And if we don't feel like we can trust the people we work with, then we stop working with them.
Wait. That's not fair.
Why not?
You guys have secrets.
No, not with each other.
Mm-mm.
But don't tell me everything. I didn't know.
What do you want to know?
What'd you ask us?
I didn't know Ari and Shade were like dating and stuff until Puzzle Dust told me. And then I wasn't supposed to tell you that Puzzle Dust told me.
We don't.
Are we dating?
So
I think I would have to be a part of that conversation.
Wait, what? What's
See?
happening?
You don't even know what you don't know.
Shade and I kissed, and that's all for now. Hopefully.
That's true.
We'll see. But we're not dating yet. Hopefully.
We'll see.
So we just told you truths.
Hope you're not dating yet. Okay.
Well,
I'll clarify things to the others. I should be going to go clear things up with the others because they're all under a mistaken understanding.
You did the tricky look over there thing again.
Cadric, these roots come from our rock, and so we're gonna need you to not come back to our hideout until we're working together again, okay? Stay safe out there on your missions.
And then they'll stop pretending that you can't work with us.
Mean.
That is kind of mean.
Hey, I'll make a deal with you.
River said I could hide down here.
Oh.
You should have said that at the start.
She's very awesome. Yeah.
Because these are her roots.
We don't undo what River does. Unless she turns blue, and then we try to undo that.
Cadric, we're just giving you a hard time. If there's something else you don't want to tell us, you don't have to. But if you have questions for us about stuff going on, feel free to ask us. We will do our best to be honest with you, because we would rather
especially about kissing, because we all know about it now.
That's true.
And I just really thought there was something you wanted to tell us. It looked like
I do have questions about that, but I don't want to ask them.
I have never understood you as much as I do
buddy.
right now, Cadric. Yeah, I get it.
Is there such a thing as a dragon oath?
I mean,
ooh, what's that?
I've never heard of anything like that.
Not that I know of. But if there was, I bet it'd be cool.
I've never met a dragon, though, before, so.
Can you tell us what a dragon oath is?
Me either, obviously. Well, Puzzle Dust is a dragon.
Well, that's true. Puzzle Dust has never made me take a dragon oath, so.
I don't think I would swear to Puzzle Dust, though.
No.
He's a tricksy one. And tells people secrets, apparently.
Wrong secrets, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that a dragon oath? Telling wrong secrets?
Maybe.
Probably.
Any other questions, Cadric? That you want to ask right now? Or any cool stories that you'd like us to know about?
Is the reward for my quest?
Well, give me your quest log.
He takes out a book.
Yeah. Ari
opens it up.
Ari signs off on the logging of the quest. Yeah. Ari signs off on it and then gives Cadric. Now, did anybody help you with this quest, or was this a solo mission?
Nope, did it myself because it seemed like it was a secret.
Ari looks at Shade.
So, right above Recon, Ari, there's a big level up. And right above that, it says, oh, what did it say? What did they call the quest? right above that, it says Levexi's Midnight Ride.
Ari like signs it and then looks as like, seems like a big quest here.
Yep.
You leveled up?
Yeah. Congrats.
Good job,
What'd you do?
Kedrick.
Quest. Helped Levexi. Okay. I need that so
Ari
I can show
shuts
the
the
others.
Hands it back.
He takes it and stuffs it inside his vest.
Ari takes out 2 gold pieces and hands them to Kadric. Appreciate your time.
Awesome. He takes the gold. Puts it in his
Added
pouch.
2 instead of took out 2. There we go.
Okay. I better go clear things up with the others, so I'm going to go. And you all have a normal day.
You too.
Bye.
Kid's so weird.
He is something else.
Not something.
And okay, hold on.
Typically
So
say
if-
someone, right?
What?
Have a normal day?
That's
Yeah, that's
never
okay.
been said.
I'm also
Okay.
very concerned
Okay.
that Kadric
Is that a colicism?
No. Kadric thinks that you and I are dating, which almost certainly means that Donabella thinks that you and I are dating, which then almost certainly means the rest of the students at the school think you and I are dating, which probably means Arlo thinks you and I are. God, we're gonna have to talk to a lot of people about this.
What?
Unless you just want to say that we're no, never mind, the wrong time.
What is like? I don't. We're not right, or is
No.
I don't, because we were.
You know what?
Going to talk about it, but I don't.
But
We still need
we're
to talk
not
about
doing
it.
anything else.
Lots
You
of
guys
other
should
people.
maybe like go have a meal and talk about if you're dating or not, so that you can know what you're gonna say to everybody else. Like Solarka and I had to do a couple of times because I am not good about it. But you guys should do it one good time and decide, because otherwise we're gonna have you all talk to a lot of people a lot of times. So maybe just
I
figure
generally
it out.
don't have to talk to people.
That's fair.
This time I think you might, Shade. There's going to be a
Why?
lot of questions.
They're not going
Well-
to ask them to me.
That sometimes might be worse though,
Oh. What?
because you won't get to have any part of how people think about you.
I don't. I don't
And if
care.
What's that face, Pog?
we are teachers though,
Right.
I don't. Maybe maybe Miss Thora will have an opinion, but I think
Okay.
That, yeah, but I also think, yeah, you and I probably we should have a conversation at some point soonish. But yeah,
Yeah, we should know that.
yeah,
That makes sense.
that
That
would
makes
be very cool.
And Pog, I care what you think. To Claire, I care.
Oh,
about
I
what
didn't
you
think you were talking about me like people.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you're not people.
No. Mm-mm.
Your family is
I
that
never
the distinction,
have
family and people? Is that
What now?
the distinction? Is family
Strike
and
Force.
people? Those,
You're right.
okay, just making sure. All right,
And I think that's probably where we'll pick up next time.
what a cliffhanger!
Is it really? Do we have to finish this? Can we time jump 10 minutes to when we get upstairs?
Sure. And 10 minutes later is where we'll pick up. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do so at various links in the description down below, including over on our Discord.
If you would like to.
and if
It's
you
okay
want
if you
to.
don't.
And you can also find a link to Colin's Twitch where he is sorry BTR. The O is a 0, new episodes of Khyber Shards drop every Monday. New Khyber Shards answers every Friday. And until next time, thanks for rolling with us.